Bowling 605, and we're here with Sarah Kaufman. Welcome, Sarah Kaufman, to Bowling 605.
Thank you, Carol. It's so great to be here. I thank you guys so much for helping me promote this amazing sport.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun together spreading the word about bowling, but before we get started in that, this is our very first interview that's going to go up on the Bowling 605 TV YouTube channel, and we want people to know a little bit more about you, Sarah. So tell us how you got started bowling.
Well, really, it was kind of an accident. I heard an announcement in high school. I was a freshman in high school, and they needed one more girl for a bowling team to complete a bowling team, or it wasn't going to happen. And me, I was in a bunch of sports, soccer, basketball, those were all ending. I had nothing to do, and I just said, why not? It's with my friends, it's for fun, and there's nothing else to do, so let's go do this bowling thing. And I just had no idea where it was going to lead me. The possibilities bowling has opened up for me is just amazing. There's scholarships involved. I am now graduated from high school, and I have so many opportunities to go to these amazing elite colleges and bowl on their teams, full ride.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, you know, when student athletes think about scholarships to go play a sport for college, bowling probably isn't one of the first things they think about.
It is not, but it is the leading one coming up in America. And in high school, it is growing phenomenally.
Well, now, I jokingly have told you the story about when I bowled back a gajillion years ago in GAA. We had girls bowling. And I was so bad that my teammates would hope I wouldn't show up because the dummy score was better.
Right.
So how did you develop your bowling skill? Were you good at it right off the bat?
I was not. I did not have my own equipment. I used a house ball like any person just coming out to bowl did. And I just like to be very competitive. No matter what I'm doing, I like to be competitive, but in a fun way. So I started off slowly. I got my own shoes, I got my own ball, and during the summer when bowling ended in school, I practiced every day after freshman year. And I had great role models, people like Jeremy Sonnenfeld and Bob Elrod from another bowling sport was my coach, and I just trained, and they pushed me and I fell in love. I really did.
So now, when did you know that you wanted to pursue it beyond? Obviously, you said after your freshman years when you started. Did you really get into it right away, or was it later?
Sophomore year, I did. I went in it full throttle. I wanted to be every team out there. I wanted to be the anchor bowler for our team, the captain for our team, which means I had the highest average, and I kind of was the role model for the freshmen, I guess, out there. And I wanted to show them also, like, you know, how much this transformed me in just such a short time. And I wanted everyone to take it seriously, but I also wanted to show them how much fun it could be.
Yeah. Well, now, so you started your sophomore year. Now, you've been bowling for how many years now?
About 6.
About 6 years?
Yep, 6.
What would you say to the person that says bowling isn't a sport, it's a game?
I would say there is so much about bowling that people have to understand when it comes to an elite level. Mental is 90% of the game.
That is of any sport, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is about strategy and keeping a good mind frame. If you make a bad shot your first frame, you have to forget about it, or that's going to ruin your entire game. But there's also a lot of training involved. You have to stretch just like any other sport. You have to do your workouts, your practices. You can't just go out there and throw the ball.
So how fit do you need to be?
Very well. When you get to a college level, you're required to do 3-mile runs each day. You have to do just as much as about any other sport. You have to go to the gym. We have just special workouts we do, and then it's more about doing paperwork as well. What do you do at a certain point when a 9-pin is standing there? What do? You have to learn that in your head and remember that until it becomes in your heart.
Wow. So I would think that with the fitness, Sarah, that core fitness, core strength would be important to keep your back strong and all the different things that you can do and can get an injury bowling.
Yes, there is actually many people who do get injuries, and actually I have knee surgeries, starting from soccer. But bowling has actually kind of progressed that when I wasn't working as hard, stretching as hard, and I tore my ACL again during a bowling event. So there is injuries, there's bicep tears, there's just a lot of shoulders, and I mean, you have to stay physically fit and very mentally aware of what you're doing in this sport.
I would think that those core strength exercises, back and arm strength would be important.
Oh, very, very, very.
Interesting. So now, where all have you gone with your bowling? I mean, you obviously bowl with some different leagues, right?
Yes, I bowl each lane in Sioux Falls, but I also do national tournaments that I qualify for here in South Dakota. When I was a youth, it was called National Junior Gold, which was Team USA trials. So there is like where we go across countries to Malaysia, to Japan, and places like that to bowl. And it's all paid for once you get to that top level, you practice, you train, you're dedicated to the sport, and you want to promote it.
You have to earn it, right?
You have to earn it.
So now, how many leagues are you currently bowling in?
5.
And how many nights a week do you bowl?
5.
Wow.
Yes. Each league is one. Friday through Saturday, I believe, usually is what I go through. Sometimes I sub out, but I'm here almost every night.
So then, how many games would that be that you bowl a week?
5 times 3, let's see, that's 15 about, but I do put in a couple practice games there, so around 20, I would say.
Wow. Do you ever get sore hands, arms?
Oh, all the time. I have to build up calluses just like any other bowler does, or you rip your thumb open and it hurts, and you just have to work through the pain there too. I mean, again, you have to be very mindfully aware of what you're doing and build up that strength in everywhere, part of your body, to maintain a good average and a good attitude.
Yeah. Well, now, Sarah, one of the things when we first started visiting with you about starting Bowling605 to promote it, one of the things we noticed is that across the country, it seems like a number of bowling lanes and bowling centers have either closed or repurposed themselves. What has that meant to the numbers of people bowling?
It's a little scary. To be honest, it's gone down in the couple of years. Bowling has become more of not a league thing, because leagues don't bring in the money for bowling alleys, and the reality is bowling alleys have to support themselves financially.
Sure.
But if we
they are in business, aren't they?
They are just like anywhere else, and if we can get more people to enjoy bowling with their family just coming out here and watching us bowl these leagues, maybe that will get in their minds, hey, this might be a cool thing for my child to do and join a youth league. And that is just, again, promoting the bowling, and hopefully they find the spirit of bowling like I did.
Yeah. Well, you obviously have a passion for bowling, and you've
Yes.
shared that with us. We're excited about this. And we're discovering more and more, just with the social media that we started a few days ago with Bowling605, there are a lot of people, not only in South Dakota, but across the country and around the world, that absolutely love their bowling.
Yes, definitely. And the support we have gotten on Bowling605 is just amazing. Whether it's in South Dakota or not, they are supporting us here. And it's just been grateful. And I thank every one of you guys out there that have been supporting us. I really do.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. And we're looking forward to getting photos that people share with us on the Facebook page or send us by
blogs.
Yep.
Blogs.
We have you have a blog writer I know you've been talking with already.
Yes, and those people really have great knowledge about the sport, and they make me think about different things too to add to my game. They are great writers and contributors to the promotion of bowling.
Well, it's become pretty obvious to us that bowling is more than a sport. It is a way of life for a lot of people.
Oh yes, and definitely for me. I can definitely say I eat, breathe, and live bowling right now.
All right. Well, Sarah, thanks for the very first interview. Now it's going to be your turn to go out and do some interviews.
Sounds good.
And now you are Bowling605, and so are you.
Thank you guys. I love you guys all. Thank you for the promotion of bowling, and I hope you guys see how much I love bowling, and I hope you guys can come out here and join us.
All right.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks.